Some would call it swag, some call it cockiness, some would call it being a diva. When you're good, it's not bragging. And elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome to Husky Stadium, home of the Washington Huskies. As we'll see the national champions from last year, the LSU Tigers, taking on one of the participants from last year's playoff, the Washington Huskies. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. LSU ready to kick it away to get things started. On the run from inside his own 5. And he'll be brought down after a solid effort on that return. Looking for room, it's Silva. Pretty good job of running to get 2 there to the 32. Let's talk for just a second about Washington. They've climbed into the top 15, reached a little bit of a checkpoint, haven't they? Playoff is 12 teams. But it's right about this range that people start tuning in to see what you can do, to see if you're the real deal. Isn't that right, David?
Yeah, and cheering against you, right? A lot of times because their teams are doing well or competing with you. But let's see if the squad can build on the momentum. Starting to get some momentum, some love. Now, Jesse, how do they handle that?
I'm excited to see how this team is going to finish, too, because we know they've got talent. They've got guys that can take the game over. The question I have now moving forward, can they do it on the biggest stages? And today, it's about as big as it gets.
Makes the grab. They're now out across the 40, and he's out of bounds at the 42. He unleashed a bullet on that pass and converted the 4th down.
Gotta love it. Some people get conservative. Some people don't want to mess up. 4th down, you could tell. He wanted that window, and he threw it as hard as he could. Throws a strike to the wide receiver. Gets the big 4th down conversion. First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football, create balance. And right here, just choose up another 1st down. Gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
This offense knew coming into this game it was not going to be easy throwing against this defense. They're at the top of virtually every major statistical category when it comes to pass D, and the quarterback just found out the hard way, throwing a pick on the opening drive.
Wants to go up top on 1st down. Quick strike complete. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. LSU right back to the line.
Well, what's the point in waiting? Why not get one of your best players involved in the game right off the bat? They take a shot, their big target outside, shows off his athletic.
Turning it on. Inside the 20-yard line. Pushed out at the 18, and they're in business.
This guy just gives you nightmares. I mean, he's just got so much electricity. He just pulls it down and chews up yards like it's nothing. That's a quarterback. A quarterback doing that to your defense.
They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. Using the quick game. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. Deep in the season, that crisp air all around you, and this feels like a must-win game, guys.
This is a game that will impact the college football playoff. It'll have conference championship implications, and it'll have bowl game implications as well. David, so much riding on the line in this one.
And you can feel it, man. You can feel the energy. The players this week, they were on high. like you could tell they were ready for the challenge. This is going to be an absolute showdown.
And you hoist it to the house. Touchdown, LSU!
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And the scoring play came on the 12-yard run. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Leaves it with the back. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Rides to the back and leaves it. He picks up maybe a couple before he stopped right at the 30-yard line.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete.
Well, we saw earlier in the game, after not getting it on 3rd, going for it on 4th down and having success. So you got to wonder, after that incompletion, are they going to try that again and stay aggressive here on 4th?
The Huskies will try to pick it up on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Converts on 4th down, and he's still going. And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
That tells you a lot about their confidence in this quarterback. 4th down early in the game on your own end, and you go for it, but when you make decisions and throws like that, it's easy to see why.
And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
Caught in the backfield, it's Silva. Good pick up there as he gets the first down. They'll mark him at the 48.
A great job by the QB, finding the running back, get him the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the first down.
Washington has a lot of things working, set up with another first down. Floating away. He'll get rid of it. Just a Baryshnikov-like move on the sideline to tap that toe and get the first down. Productive pass offense for the Huskies, and they've had a long line of quarterbacks who've gone on to the pros.
Yeah, a lot of guys that you can think of. Warren Moon obviously was so dynamic, so good, but guys that were surgical, guys that read the defenses, made the decisions, made big plays. That's what the Husky fans want to see.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
They've got a solid drive working, but now looking at 2nd and 11. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. To throw, it's Schwartz. He rifles one deep down the middle. Throws into double coverage, and it's picked off. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
Man, another mistake by this. Listen, he is an elite quarterback. He's really, really good. He's pressing too much. Jesse, the number one job of a quarterback, you better protect the football. I don't care how good you are, you better protect it.
Yeah, you just got to take what the defense is giving you, and I agree, David. It looks like right now he's trying to force the big play instead of just checking it down or throwing away. He's got to do a better job working through his progressions right now. He's got tons of talent. He's making bad decisions.
Looking to throw on first down. Keeps looking downfield. Got a little space. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter. Guys, LSU has the lead here, and we've reached the end of one. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. Lots of time left and ready to go back at it here in the second quarter. They've got a first down here to open the period. They'll move the wide receiver. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Caught near the sticks. It's Andrews. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down.
Stop me when you've heard this before. First down. First down. First down. Just continuing to put first downs together. So far, this defense, I just can't find any answers.
The Tigers come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking to pass inside the red zone. It's complete to the right. Oh, he's got some space. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Tigers.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Dynamite matchup this week in the American Fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Iowa is currently trailing, but if his young star leads a comeback today, he could join former Heisman winner Niall Kinnick among the legends to wear that uniform. They're trailing by just 4 to SMU. Ought to be fun, fellas, to see how things play out in this notable matchup in the American.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Offense changing the play. Back to pass. It's Schwartz. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming.
And with that incompletion, man, this crowd, I don't know that they are really happy about what's going on. I mean, they already built a deficit, and they don't have a lot to cheer about. They got to get some kind of rhythm, something going on this offense to ignite this fan base.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. On the move to the right, looking for a big one. They got him free for a big gainer to the 43. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these 3rd down situations.
As a quarterback, this is going to be a very tough game. You're going up against one of the top 20 units in the entire country. They know who your primary target is. They're going to be keying on him just like they did that last time, forcing the incompletion.
after the incompletion. Back to the passing game. Fires to the wideout. Oh, he drops it. That is a catch he makes 99 times out of 100, but it'll be third down.
You're not going to see that happen too often. The quarterback, man, he was licking his chops. He saw a big space in the middle of the field. He had his best receiver there ready to make a play, and he dropped it.
Oh, does he turn that loose down the middle. And it falls in complete. But it could have been much, much worse as the defender was right there. 3 straight misfires has left them staring at 4th and 10, but they'll try it again.
I think for the quarterback, he's going to have to be so good with his eyes in this game. They're going up against one of the best defenses in the...
Big man has it. It's a first down and more. And he's not down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. This Washington offense moving quickly down the field. Looking to throw, it's Schwartz. Catch in the middle, it's Clemens. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down. And the Huskies can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. They get him on the ground, but not before he rumbles all the way to the 5.
You know, as a defense, you can have the right call and the right guy in the right spot, but that guy's just too good. And how about the running back on that play? Just making it happen, breaking off the huge gain. It's tough to get these guys on the ground.
Looking for the end zone. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Washington.
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst, and he showed all of those attributes right there.
Well, you could draw a line in the middle, and he would have hit that thing. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Well, there's just nowhere to go for the runner on that last play. Just way too much penetration up front. And as a result, they lose yardage.
To the air on second down. He wants to go deep. Makes the grab on the left side. And yet another Bayou Bengal baller on the outside who can just go get it.
And if I'm a quarterback, man, I love throwing to these guys. It doesn't have to be perfect. I don't have to fit it in the box. I know my receiver out wide will make plays. LSU has had guy after guy after guy that you can name that can do that, and they might just have another.
There he goes. Brought down at the 25-yard line. Give him 15 yards on the pickup, and this offense is threatening. LSU getting set on 1st and 10. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. Really good running, gets it into the red zone, and they'll have it at the 16. We've reached the 2-minute timeout. We've got a tight one, and they'll try to build on the lead before going to the locker room. And the Tigers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. From the gun, the ground game. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Tigers. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. That touchdown puts them up by at least 2 scores. Too early to say it's over? Probably, but boy, it's starting to feel that way.
It might not be over, but you're in trouble, and you better find some answers really, really quickly. This team is putting everything together, and right now you got nothing going. Come on, give me something.
And there will be no return on this one as the ball bounds into the end zone. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Looking for a man. It's Schwartz. Outside the pocket, lets it go. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
Offenses that are great on third downs, what do? Most of the time, they keep it in manageable situations where they're not predictable, not just dropping back to pass. They do it here on third and short. They convert. This offense has been so efficient on third downs all throughout this season.
Got to give the defense a lot of credit, man, because they've come into this hostile environment. They've quieted the crowd down with some of the plays they're making. They've got a nice lead right here, and they're making it hard for this quarterback to go to work.
Grabbed in the middle. It's Smalls. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play.
That quarterback has a hose. That dude could throw it through a car wash and not get it wet. Great job of putting that ball on a line to his wide receiver.
And that third down pass had some serious juice, but they couldn't hook up.
Now I expect them after that incompletion to go for it here on fourth down again. I know they're in their own end of the field right now, but we talked to the coaching staff coming into this one. They said, we are going to be aggressive no matter what. We haven't seen the punter in this game yet for them, and I don't think you're going to see him here either.
They spun that wheel of fortune on fourth down and come up bankrupt. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. Makes the stop at the 35-yard line. They rip off 15 yards on that one, and they are rolling. They'll snap it on first down from the 35. Right back to the well. Running to Green. Breaks into the open. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
It's so nice as an offense to know you can generate explosive plays by handing the football off to this guy. He has got incredible speed.
From the red zone, looking for a space. Zings it complete to the right. They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throw and catch. This offense is about to face the one thing that can stop it. Time expiring in the first half. Before then, they can get another score. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground. That is a ball.
Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Third and goal, and they'll try to pass it in. The quick out. Touchdown, LSU! And they take it in for 6 more points. The mantra is always finish, and they're trying to do that here in the regular season with this Week 12 performance. They'll try to add another to their lead.
Offense slips the running back out of the backfield. Nobody decides to cover him. My man makes the play. Shows off the hands first. Got to make the catch first. Does the rest. Walks in the end zone for the touchdown.
Out of the end zone. They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. Washington ready to kick off to start this second half. He'll return it. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. Not sure they had to adjust much as they'll try to build on this lead. Going to the run to start this second half. May not be the most memorable play of the day, but it's important as he gets them out to the 25-yard line. The Tigers can really attack on this second and short. Power football with the run. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
They stop him behind the line of scrimmage. He ran through one guy, but not through the rest. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. To the air, it's Turbin. Bringing the heat. He's going to take off. He's brought down, but now before he turned that into a positive play and picked up a few on the run. The Tigers are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Looking to throw for it. Throws for the tight end. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play. Don't even think about sending the special teams out on 4th down and 3. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Converts on 4th down. Still going. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a first down. They were willing to spin that wheel of fortune in their own territory, and it paid off.
And it came up good. I mean, I think you see the aggressiveness by these offenses now, willing to go for it on their own territory, and I like it because they got it.
The give to the back. And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3.
That's a big key for this offense. Now, you've got the lead here in the second half. You want to run the football. You've got to just keep getting positive yards. You've got to keep the third downs manageable so you can stay on the field, bleed the clock. That's going to be the key for this offense and their team winning the game.
From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. LSU quick to the line. He'll throw on 3rd down. Flushed out of the pocket. On the run, fires downfield. He's got an open man. Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17. And the Tigers didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. They'll try the run. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Dropping back, it's Turbin. Got his man. Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3. So now with 1st and goal, let's see what LSU does here. Straight ahead. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Tigers. Precision blocking up front. Created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. He'll bring it out. It's Pace. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. They'll leave it with him. Turning it on. A little more space. Open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30.
And running backs are so good, so talented, so elusive. You see nowadays they really have the ability to make you miss, run you over. Unbelievable effort. Nice job. You keep that going, it's going to be hard to stop.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Got the big tight end on the corner route. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
That's a huge throw for the offense, but they're down by a ton. They're going to need a lot more of that, and it's not going to be easy considering the defense knows they're probably going to be throwing the ball every play here in the second half moving forward.
The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. To the air, it's Schwartz. Got a man, it's Smalls. They'll mark him out of bounds right at the 45-yard line. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Huskies with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Going to take a shot on 2nd and short. Fires on the move. It's complete. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down.
I know the offense is down by a lot here in the second half. You just need one big play, though, to spark the offense, get the confidence going, and they may have found it right there in that completion. Good throw, good catch. Now we got to keep it going.
Washington has it and a fresh set of downs. 29 Philly, 2-9. QB draw. And excellent vision to find running room there and make a really good pickup before the defense put a stop to it.
And Artie, it's completely changed the game. Like now it's 11-on-11 football. The quarterback used to hand it off and stand there and watch the play. Now he's very much involved in the play. He's running the football so much. And even when he's not, he's making somebody go with him and cover him. So the quarterback scrambling, the quarterback running has completely changed the way people play defense.
Guys, LSU has the lead here. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the fourth. So first down, we'll open up the final period.
Let's go!
Dropping back, it's Schwartz. Fired just a little too long as the junior frustrated he missed that connection.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops, just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
They'll go to the ground. Not a lot there. Picks up one inside the 20 to the 19.
Let's see if this offense can answer the bell. Their coaches challenged them all week long. When they got down to the red zone, we've got to be able to run the football because we're going up against a top 10 rushing defense. Let's see if they can step up here and get it done.
Balls it in. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down. And the Huskies had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Huskies! In a lot of losses, you just want to burn the tape. You don't want to watch it. But I think there are some things that they can take into next week from this performance.
No doubt. Offense is about finding your rhythm, finding your groove, what you do well. And you can tell, at least now, starting to get a little something going, and maybe you can build it.
And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. How about the way they attacked the last time they had the ball? Mixing, running. Oh, he's got some space. Knocked down at the 26 after ripping off 10 there.
That's exactly the start you want when you're on offense. In this situation, 4-minute offense, I'm not worried about scoring. I'm not worried about getting a bunch of first downs. I need 2. I need 2 first downs, and I'm going to let that clock tick, and I walk out of here with the W.
Fighting off the defender. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
They'll run it to keep the clock moving. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play. The Tigers come to the line in the hurry-up.
And I know you can play these late-game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football. You preserve the lead. You got great...
Oh, a lot of space. Out of bounds, right at the 20-yard line. Edge of the red zone, and they have their eyes on the score.
Yeah, and I like this offense keeping the foot on the gas. You got to lead by a couple scores, but keep the foot on the accelerator. Nice job. Another big play down the field for this offense.
And the defense, they've got him at the 27. The Tigers have put themselves in dire straits after that last play at 2nd and a mile.
Well, what a great job by the defense and phenomenal effort chasing down the quarterback, getting that sack for a huge loss, and now they're licking their chops, lining up in tempo. They're ready to do it again.
They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
When you play zone coverage, you got a wide receiver that's a beast. It becomes very, very difficult. Got to make sure I play physical and maybe even shade the side of the wide receiver having a lot of success.
Looking to pass. It's Turbin. The throw to the outside is complete. Out of bounds after a big pickup on the play, just a couple of yards short of the goal line. LSU lining up 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. Back to pass. Quick completion on the out. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals. They get it into the end zone to pay off that opportunity. They extend this 4th quarter lead, and now they are staring at a 7-game winning streak.
Man, find your weapons. Nice job by the quarterback, finding the running back out of the backfield. He catches it and does the rest. Walks into the end zone for the touchdown.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, every game in the SEC so vital to a team's season, and this one is no different. South Carolina steamrolled its way to victory today. They scored on turnovers, they scored on gadget plays, an all-around masterpiece that'll give the folks in Columbia a ton of confidence. Always interesting to see good SEC teams collide, and today was no different. The agony and ecstasy of college football, fellas.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Scanning the field, it's Schwartz. Punts it out of the air. Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there. Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off. Wants to adjust the pattern. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. He'll throw it. Fired just a little too long as the junior frustrated he missed that connection.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
They'll try to pick up the first through the air. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26.
I got to give this defense a lot of credit. They were very confident coming into this one, even though they were going up against one of the best quarterbacks in the entire country. They're confident because they believe in their ability to get to him, and they've been able to do that in this game. There's another sack here late.
Using his legs to buy some time. Gets drilled as he throws. The big pressure on fourth down, and they'll get it back. This offense has it with really good field position. The give from the gun. There he goes. Nice pickup on the ground there. They'll move the sticks with the first down. This time of year, when you're the higher-ranked team, you're getting everybody's best shot. And, guys, they answer the bell.
There are head coaches in this sport that say nameless, faceless opponents. You got to be able to show up. You got to be able to bring your best game to the park, regardless of who you're playing. A lot of eyes on this one, David, because of the rankings. But, man, they were easily the better team today.
Well, and I get that nameless faces, but when you play a ranked team, it gets your blood going a little bit. And you could tell they were ready to make a statement. Played a good squad. They made it look like they weren't a good squad, proving why they're ranked so high.
Looking for a man. It's Turbin. Pressure coming. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
And it hasn't mattered what they've called, guys, offensively all game long, or who's been on the field, what personnel groupings there have been. They're simply executing at a higher level than this defense, and they're keeping their foot on the pedal here in the fourth quarter.
He's looking to throw. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And the ball will make it into the end zone. No return on that one for a touchback. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Off the play fake on first down to throw. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
And as a defense, a lot of times you're coming into the game and you're just trying to limit the damage when you play a really great quarterback. And they've done more than that today. They have dominated this football game. The offense has carried their weight, and this is looking like a great outcome.
Pass is incomplete, and by this stage of his career, you'd think a junior quarterback might take a little better care of the football. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. Third and long from inside their own 20. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And this is a tough time for this offense because you're in passing mode. You're in comeback mode, and what is that? The defense knows that. Like, they're pinning their ears back. They're coming after the quarterback, and you've already struggled protecting your guy today and creating those explosive plays. This offense is going to have to buckle up and really protect their guy up front.
And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. Great place to start for this offense. Back to throw, it's Turbin. Pocket breaking down. The pass falls incomplete, and there are 8 seconds left.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but, like, let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know lots went wrong, but, like, let's live in this moment and try to be great right here to end the game.
Timeout on the field and 4 ticks left to go. And here we go. Final play of the game right here. Defense not showing press coverage. Wants to throw on first down. looking for the end zone.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
Throws for the end zone. And give him another 6. Grabs it for a touchdown, and the blowout continues.
And they just keep piling on the points. We've seen in big moments in this game, they have been able to step up and deliver, particularly on offense. Very impressive performance.